Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another head sculpt review. I guess it's my first head sculpt review, because today we're taking a look at this custom Tobey Maguire Peter Parker head sculpt. So I love the Raimi films. My favourite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, and I have a lot of the old Toy Biz Raimi figures, a couple of them featuring the Raimi Spider-Man head, and I'm holding out, like a lot of other fans, that Hasbro are going to eventually release a new Raimi Hasbro Marvel Legends figure. But until then, we're kind of very short of options, and I'm always constantly looking for a new Raimi figure. And I really just started looking for a custom Tobey Maguire head sculpt to put on various Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures I have, and I actually got this to hopefully put on the retro Spider-Man body. We'll see how that looks in a second. But scrolling through eBay, I realised there aren't very much options in terms of custom Tobey Maguire head sculpts. You're either going to get it in the 12th scale or the 3.75 inch scale. And I really wanted a 6-inch scale, and all the 6-inch scale custom head sculpts were unpainted, and if I tried to paint a custom head sculpt, it would have got completely ruined, and I wasn't going to pay someone else to then do it. So this was really my only option. There is a couple listings up on eBay for this type of head sculpt. It's around about the same price as a retail Marvel Legends figure. I bit the bullet, and it took ages to arrive because it came from who knows where, but far away from Scotland. And yeah, I've had this for a while now. I've taken a lot of pictures with it, which are up on my Instagram. I'll leave that in the description below. And I just thought I'd make a video for this head sculpt. If you're like me and you want to really grab another Raimi Peter Parker head sculpt, your options are limited, and you come across this, well, we'll take a closer look and you can make up your mind if you want it. Spoiler alert, I think it is actually really great. I really like this, and we'll see why. So let's not wait any longer, let's jump into this video. Before we do, guys, let me know down in the comment section below who your favourite Peter Parker is. Mine, of course, is Tobey Maguire, but I love Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland as well, and hopefully we will see all three of them in No Way Home. Who knows? Let me know down in the comments section who your favourite Peter Parker is and why. And while you're down there, guys, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well for future videos on head sculpts such as this right here. Let's not wait any longer. Let's jump into this Tobey Maguire custom Peter Parker head sculpt. So this is how the custom Tobey Maguire head sculpt arrived, in a nice wee box, and then inside the box we've even got it in a wee baggie, so it's pretty decently protected, and that's how I'm going to keep it as well, just to make sure that he's not going to get damaged in any sort of way. And here he is. Here is the custom head sculpt, and I think it's fantastic for the most part. I think it is really good. I'm a bit concerned about the sides. I mean, I'm assuming this is 3D printed. I don't know how else it would be done, but this looks like very thin plastic that could definitely chip off. So yeah, I'm being very careful with this. And the hair looks pretty good, pretty Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire-like. Not too much in terms of paint, but the sculpt looks great. I do think it does look a wee bit more sinister, a bit evil, perhaps black suited Spider-Man. However, this was pretty much my only option, as I went over before, and I do think it is good for the most part. Everything looks well proportioned. The eyes do look maybe a wee bit too close together, and it definitely does give off a more angry look than I do believe Tobey's Peter is like. However, that is therefore why I believe this is based on a black suited Spider-Man look. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. If we compare it to some other Peter Parker head sculpts, here is, I think, maybe the best Tobey Maguire head sculpt, and this is the Wrestler Spidey. And you can see the similarities here. This definitely is more of a neutral kind of posed look, and it definitely looks younger. This is from the Spider-Man 1 film, and I'm presuming this would be from the Spider-Man 3 film. But it looks great, and you're probably wondering why I wouldn't just take this head sculpt off. This particular one is pretty hard to come off, and I do not want to break this figure. However, I do have a couple of Peter Parker figures like this here, and I did buy one cheap to deliberately take the head off so I could use for customs. However, when I take the head off, speaking about being careful, nearly dropped him, take his head off, He's not like your typical Marvel Legends because the ball joint is actually attached to the head rather than the neck, and that's super annoying. And I could probably find a way eventually to get rid of the ball joint. It would be really tough. I'm not sure the best way to do it. I think I'd need to just like, who knows, but I don't really know the best way, and I think it would be just more hassle than it's worth. So I was back to plan 0, didn't know, oh, his neck is a bit weird doing that. Yeah, back to plan 0, and that's why I came across this guy, and this is pretty perfect. You can probably see it's completely hollow in the inside, and I'm going to show you what figure I'm putting it on. So I'm putting it on the web trap. So we get the web trap Spider-Man here. His head's easy enough to just come off, I say, as I struggle to get it off. And then he's got this big peg like so. And then you can just sit. Ah, no! Okay, let's not do that again. Then you can just set the head on like so, and I think that looks fantastic. I do actually think that looks really good. It's well proportioned. It doesn't look too big or too small. I think it looks great. The only problem is it can just be a bit loose, and the head sculpt did come with sticky tack, so you can just put some tack in there and then set it on and pose it around. Quite the thing. It is really easy. I think it looks great, and that's why I'm really happy with it. If we get the Peter figure and take his head off again, let's see what it looks like on there. That actually looks pretty good as well. I actually think that looks great. Yeah, so it's a great head sculpt. It works with a lot of figures. However, I did say before I wanted it for the retro Spider-Man, so let's see what that looks like. I have tried it already and it doesn't look great, so let's check it out. So once again, you're just sort of sitting it on, and his neck's just too big. It looks ridiculous. Doesn't look great at all. And yeah, I won't be using this head sculpt on this figure. It looks really stupid. But yeah, there you go. There's an example that it doesn't work with. However, it does work with others. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, PS4 Spidey's kind of like the same problem. Just too big a neck, which is a shame. So there we have it. I just really wanted to take a closer look and show off this custom Peter Parker head sculpt, because if you're like me, I'm sure you have came across it already on eBay and wasn't really sure about it. So I do hope this helped and gave you a better insight. The web trap Spider-Man is mostly what I'm going to be putting this head sculpt on, and it's really simple and easy to do so. Plus, I think it looks great. For a kind of more casual Peter Parker look, I'm going to use the hood body mold. So there should be a video up, or a video coming up, where I'm taking a closer look at that hood Marvel Legends figure. And it has got a great, just kind of casual body to him. And the Peter Parker head sculpt works really well on that. And I do have pictures of that up on my Instagram. So if you're interested, feel free to hop on over to my Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description below, and feel free to hop on over to the channel page and check out any of my other videos. I do have a lot of Raimi figure reviews because they are my favourite figures, which is why I went and got this head sculpt, and once again, I'm really happy with it. I think this right here just looks fantastic. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and while you're down there guys, feel free to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll catch yous on the flip flop later. Cheers.